Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to the channel. Big up to every single one of you that's locked in. We're back for another episode of Shameless FC. Big up to every single one of you, man. What a week. What a week. And we're only into Tuesday, isn't it? But hey, it's great from a content perspective. It's from a Chelsea perspective. I'm a little bit but I mean, we won. We did our thing. So it's all good. But yeah, shout out to everybody. Hit the like, subscribe. We're going to go through all the latest news of the week, because there has actually been a lot of news that's dropped over the last 2 days, unless you've been living under a rock. We're going to go through the fixtures. Obviously, the Chelsea did their thing again. And actually, yeah, there is another winner in here. Big up Mikez, or the winner and, I guess, loser. A little bit of both. But yeah, big up to everybody. Sub to everybody's channel. Follow everyone on Twitter. You guys already know the vibe. And yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to start with Cam, and I'm going to go around for obvious reasons. But Cam, what are you saying, bro? How's your week been? 1 point gains against Liverpool.
My week's been all right, bro. I've had 2 nice days off work. Going to work in the morning. It's been all right. Been chilling with the kids. Don't really give a fuck about Arsenal or football in general anymore. It is what it is.
Fairs. Already in there in October. Fairs, I hear it. Big up to you, Cam, though, my guy. I don't know if Steve's here, but yeah, big up to Steve anyway. Mikez, you won. I don't know if it feels like a victory, but how are you feeling, bro? Are you all good?
I still don't care about football, but yeah, that's like I still don't care. I'm still the same as last week, but yeah, I'm all right. Outside of West Ham, all good, but yeah, just is what it is. Big up for having me on. Big up the chat. Big up the panel, bro.
Come on, bro. Love to see. And last but definitely not least, with the news that's dropped out this week, I can already see the smile beaming from ear to ear, bruv. That's the smile of independence, the smile of freedom, bruv. Shout out my guy, Flawless. How are you feeling, man?
Yo, ecstatic. In the words of my guy King, absolutely sensational. It's great Independence Week, man. Ten Hag sacked. Amorim on his way. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, man. Oh, it's great, man. And I hit 13K the same day that Ten Hag got sacked. Hey, 13K subscribers, over the moon. Love. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. So that was just great, man.
Come on, man.
Waking up to the news of Ten Hag being sacked.
13K.
Yeah, man. Big up. Salute.
You deserve it, man. For real.
Oh, yeah,
Well
appreciate
deserved,
it,
bro.
Steve. Yeah, appreciate
You
it.
deserve more. To be honest, you deserve more, but you know.
On its way, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, Ten Hag was sacked. You know what I'm saying? And Amorim's on his way. So yeah, I'm with it. So yeah, over the moon, man. I'm so glad. Freedom, man. I feel like I just got out of jail. That's what it's like.
I've said this to Rance and Saeed, man. I was in the exact same position, and I understand every minute of it. Even though I'm annoyed because I knew this crap was coming, and you'd wait until the week of the Chelsea game. Whatever, man. I can't try and rob a man of his happiness when he's defeated terrorism. In it, I can't do that.
Imagine the youngest.
What do you mean the week of Chelsea? They play us tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys are
We
in the
do.
cup again.
I've never looked forward to a League Cup 4th round game more in my
Am I
life.
the only
You know
one?
what I'm
Am I
saying?
the only one that hasn't been happy about a manager sacking it?
No, I'm pissed the fuck off, and so is Mikez.
Yeah, but when was the last time you had a? How long was it?
Hey, Steve, you've seen your team win leagues though?
Newcastle?
couple
Are
years.
you kidding me?
Nah, Munich. You know what I'm saying? You've seen Munich do bits.
That's great.
Yeah, like one of your teams.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, at least one of your
Munich.
teams wins something.
Yeah, man. Munich.
One of your 20 teams.
Yeah, man. You see,
I was-
Munich. The rest might be terrible.
I was happy when Moyes went, and we got the Spanish one, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? But again, West Ham
I don't know what it feels
now have a
like.
close place in my heart for doing what they needed to do, man.
Irons,
100%. Watford did
You're
it
just
with
gonna
Oli.
like every club
They
in
did West
London
Ham.
except the right one.
It's not my fault, yo.
I haven't felt that.
It's not your fault. It's your choice.
No, it is, though.
It's not
Alright,
mine.
let me say it like this.
I got time for Chelsea.
You know what it is? You know when you sack a manager.
Now
yeah?
you do.
Whatever.
Before you didn't.
You know when you wanted to sack a manager, you know wanted to be sacked, yeah. It is that like, but even before you hire the next manager, whether you like the manager, next manager or not, there's that hope. There's that I don't know what that feels like anymore. I ain't felt that since. First time I felt it ever was when Wenger left. Second time I felt it was when Emery left. I ain't felt it since.
And Arteta's never leaving.
Nah, Arteta will be gone in like the next couple of years. You got like 2 more years.
Later.
You got 2 more
No,
years.
they just want top 4, bro. They just want top 4.
You got 2 more years.
Keeps
Nah,
having
he'll
new
be there
equipment
for
every
another.
year.
No, flawless. They're gonna
Arteta.
keep him a while.
I hope so.
A while.
Shout out to Sergi saying you're giving me Rico Lewis vibes with that hair. That's actually a shout still.
Yeah,
That's
that's
actually a
fine.
really good shout.
That's fine.
That's
I had to
fine.
let the braids breathe. They were dying a slow death, so I
Yeah,
got to let
it's
the hair breathe a little bit.
fine.
But yeah, big up, man. Like I don't even see that as a bad thing. Like I see it still.
It's
But
when
big
people
up to
call
you,
me- it's
Sergi.
like people call me Andy Carroll. It's like Andy Carroll got broads, so.
You
I
didn't
mean,
even
now
say
you
that with
mention it.
conviction, Steve. Come on,
See a
bro. Have you
little
got
bit.
more conviction than that?
Shout out to Neil as well. Didn't get to intro you. Welcome to the show. Hope everything's good, bro.
All good, man. I'm late. That's my fault. But yeah, man. We've got to put another panelist might need to introduce
let's
themselves.
go.
Yeah, shout out the little one. Up the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea.
Yeah, man. Just in time for the Man United game. Good
Let's
joy
say
of
hello.
Floyd, even though it took
Let's
me
say hello.
ages, they say.
You and me,
Hello. Say hello.
Say
Ten Hag is gone. That's what you say. Say that.
Can you say Chelsea on repeat?
Hey,
Right,
man.
it is, yeah.
You
She's
say
just
Lopetegui
started,
out.
she's just started the baby shark face, so I'm going through it again.
Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do
I
do
can't
do
hear
do.
you right now. You're the headphones, but I'm going through it again. I went through it 4 or 5 years ago. I'm going through it
Mommy
again.
shark, do 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 do. Mommy shark,
got-
do
I
do
got-
do do. Mommy
Yeah,
shark.
come on, shout out the chat as well. Big up.
That's
Big
a
up.
fire song. That's a fire song. It's fire. Baby shark.
Yeah.
To an extent.
But yeah, big up to everybody again. Hit the like, subscribe, all of that. Flawless. There's only one place to start because, boy, what starts the week, man. First, Eric Ten Hag in the bin. Then, second of all, the more surprising news: Amorim, just out of nowhere. And I didn't even expect it to accelerate this quickly, just because like you're in mid-season. There was no hints of you leaving throughout the summer at all. And I was speaking about this with Rance earlier. Like, I could hear that there was a plan, or that maybe that there was an idea a couple weeks before this point that you guys were going to let Ten Hag go. I find it hard to think that Amorim was the plan, just because like he was there in the summer. Why wouldn't you go for him in the summer? And I'm surprised that he's choosing to leave mid-season as well.
Because Amorim wasn't the original plan. You mentioned it there. He was available in the summer. That's why when people were telling me there's no managers available and all this rubbish, that's why they didn't sack Ten Hag. Amorim was there. And it's not like he was a secret. It's not like he's just had a phenomenal start and he's suddenly on everybody's radar. He was linked to Liverpool. He was linked to West Ham. Like, he was sought after. I was talking about him. Others was talking about him. And Neil mentioned it right there. Monies. Like I've said about Manchester United. When people have said, oh, good managers won't come to Manchester United and all this rubbish. No, we pay money. If we double in your wages or treble in your wages, you're going to move. That's why even mid-season, in a better situation, he's in the top. I think he's 7th in the Champions League. Somewhere near the top of the Portuguese league as well. I believe they won today. Also, you're in a good setup.
Pissed off, Flawless is happy, bro.
Resources.
And I don't mean
Yo,
that
why
in
does
a
that
mean
annoy
way.
people?
No. Let me explain.
They are
Let
top
me,
on 3 points.
yeah, I context before. Wait. I don't mean that in like in that kind of way. Yeah,
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Footballing way. From a
Footballing
football
way,
perspective.
You was the only guy left that I knew that was going through the managerial pain like how I'm going through it, and now you don't have that anymore. Like it's. I had Lewis last year as well, but that was only a year.
That's why Flawless. I said
Longest year
congratulations
of my life.
yesterday. But at the same time, I'm like, Bon, you guys. I wanted the 3 points against you. That's in my head. I was gonna put that. I was like, I just leave. Leave it for
about
one.
the report I saw about
Van Nistelrooy leaving.
Yeah, Van Nistelrooy.
I presume so, because Amorim reports are saying he's coming in with his staff, so it would make sense that Ruud Van Nistelrooy is leaving. He'll probably be in charge for the game against Leicester in the League Cup tomorrow.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, probably in charge for the game against Chelsea, depending on if Amorim gets there in time, and then we'll see what's what. So, but yeah,
I heard reports that there's a gardening leave or something, so you might not see him until Ipswich away or something.
Which is cool. I got no problem with that. Leicester at home twice, Chelsea at home, PAOK at home. It's 4 home games. Do what needs to be done. Rude. I'm cool with that. Because I'm free. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with that. Like, no qualms whatsoever. The season's still salvageable as well. That's what makes it even better in regards to it. In regards to Ineos, like, I've been critical of them, and I don't give people credit for putting out fires that they started. It's like, you could have easily avoided all of this. All of this could have been easily avoided if you would have done what you're supposed to do. Go on.
They
Neil.
give him a year extension in the summer. This would be avoidable. They could have paid him off less if they didn't give an extension in the summer. People are so short-sighted. They don't even remember what 2 months ago, 3 months ago that they gave him an extension for a year.
Months ago. Facts. It's literally summer.
And even to add to that, they hired Van Nistelrooy, and now they're about to end that contract within a couple of months. That's even more confusing.
Which lets you know it was not a plan. Because people have said, oh, it was a plan. Like, okay, so say Ten Hag had done well. Say we were flying. Then what would be the plan? Then Amorim's not on the radar and all this type of nonsense. I'm just happy they got there in the end. They got to the right result. It took them for way too long. And if we fall short in the league, let's say we fall short of like top 4 by 3-4 points, or even top 6 by 3-4 points, even 7-8 points, I'm looking at them. Because 27 of them have gone by because of, I love to the chat as well, have gone by. He's played 9 league matches. That's 27 points available. And also Amorim acclimatizing to the league and the squad. You've made his job, which was already tough, now even tougher. Even Europa League, yes. Do I think we can finish in the top 8? Absolutely. We should finish in the top 8 now. There's 5 games left. We're only 3 or 4 points. They're 4 points off of the top 8 in the Europa League. Should be able to do that. But you just unnecessarily made his job harder now. You can't even get no one in January. Well, in the summer. Summer's gone now. So you're going to have to... So it's just all nonsense. But happy that Amorim's on his way. Happy that Ten Hag's gone. Rude for the 4 games. If it is the Ipswich game, cool. And we move on because the season's still salvageable. Them 3 trophies are winnable. Europa League, FA Cup, League Cup are all winnable trophies, 100%, without doubt. Preferably the Europa League. But I'm obviously looking for not only, of course, good results, but better individual performances, better team performances. Get the most out of what you have. I'm not even looking for new signings in the summer. Assess the squad and let's see what you need. I should be able to watch and go, oh, there's a clear style of what you're trying to do. You just need better quality in these areas. And then we go from there. So we'll see. Over the moon about
it's just as well because you need to see who he can improve as well. Because I had this conversation with Staffy on A-listers yesterday, and he brought in a really fair point. Like, there's been a lot of criticism about United players, and a lot of it has been well-deserved as well, and a lot of them should be holding it. But a lot of that can come down to the manager. And I was very clear about that from last season as well with Poch, where I thought he was just ruining a lot of the players that we had. Maybe the same energy should be applied to Manchester United and their squad as well. Albeit the forward line isn't great, they can still be performing better.
Agreed.
The defense, at the very least, even with Amorim's defensive structure with the 3 at the back, should see a lot of improvements too. So ultimately, I think like if he joins, you guys should at the very least be getting back into the European competitions again, or at least competing on that front.
Without sounding too, I hear that, but how many times have we said that over the past 6 years with Man United?
That's true.
When it was, remember, Paul Pogba, we're back. Sancho, we're back. There's all these other players that, again, it's not against you. Ronaldo, we're back. And again, I'm not saying Flawless said that. I'm just saying in general, Man United fans have spoken to over this period of time where they should, and then the amount of times I said they should be getting top 4, they should be competing for titles, and they've always underperformed. Oh, the manager, Ten Hag was the guy, never worked out really. So it's not a Flawless thing, it's a Man United thing of it's just a cursed club in my opinion. They've not been the same for the last 5-6 years since I can remember.
It's 10 years. In my response to that is in regards to if Amorim's as good as I think he is, as good as the general consensus is, we'll be fine. Because you mentioned Ten Hag, and Ten Hag was deemed as the guy. Guess what? Ten Hag wasn't good enough. Same way Mourinho was deemed the guy, Van Gaal was deemed the guy. They're not good enough. Did we make errors in terms of individual players and players we bought? Yes, absolutely. But now with Amorim, if he's worth, like I said, if he's of the level I expect him to be, if he's of the level Steve says he is, and if the level of general consensus, we will be absolutely fine in regards to this season and going forward, getting it right. That's what it is. Because we've been in long, obviously not in modern day times. Manchester United have been long stretches with unsuccessful periods. This is this is an 11-year stretch. Before Fergie, we had a long stretch. And all of the teams on this panel are going through it right now. In terms of the top teams, Chelsea going on 10 years without a league title. Arsenal 20. Spurs haven't won in how long ever. Liverpool have picked up one in 34 years. You lot 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, 21 for
Leicester
Arsenal.
have won a league title more recently than...
So that's what it is. So in regards to the club, you can get it right, but it's about a lot of things have to go correct, including the manager. So if Amorim's as good as I think he is, cool. And if he's not, we move on.
Yeah,
I'm saying,
exactly.
we
Get the
move
next
on.
one. Again, it's about the standards, man. You got to get back to the standard because at the end of the day, you've spent the money has been there, but the money is always spent poorly.
Absolutely.
Can't think of the next 10 years. Who's been a big money signing that's really kicked on for Man United?
None.
Not that
No,
I
the
could
managers
genuinely
gonna
think of.
place. Nah.
Most
And
recent
that's how I
ones have
look
been
at
Hoyland, Mount, and Anthony, which is
Klopp.
My
both.
days.
All of them.
That's what it is.
No, let's take it back to 100 million Pogba. Let's take it back to Sancho that was supposed to be that guy. Like it's been a while. They're the ones like Harry Maguire. Let's not even mention that. But do you know what I mean? There's been more than enough opportunity for them to get the right player, and it's just not worked out.
No.
And that's
Also, there's a lot of like players, for example, like even like the Rashfords and like it's gone through bare managers that people are going to be like, can he get the best out of a Marcus Rashford, for example? Let's say like for example, someone like a Rashford's been there a long time, gone through all these managers, he goes on like a mini streak again. They'll think.
Do you know what I was literally about to say, Neil? Yeah, sorry, Mike. You know what I was just about to say. This is what I've got with Arsenal. I've hit a brick wall with them, bro. And that was a dead joke.
I think you said that's Amorim's defense for Man United.
So yeah, like that's what it is. Of course, yeah, like, and that's all previous. And like I said, we've been through unsuccessful periods before. Money's been spent poorly. Now you got to spend it right. If you if Amorim's of the level, if he does what he's supposed to do just for this season, and then in the summer we do what we're supposed to do. Yes, they are big ifs. Yes, they are very tough to do. However, if we carry on, football goes in cycles. This is just our cycle to be unsuccessful. It might be 10 years. It might be 20 years from now. We might be successful in 2-3 years. But what I'm saying is my aim is always being 10. Change. Yeah. If it's not going correctly, move it. Ten Hag sacked. Amorim, right direction. Now, if it goes horrible for Amorim and he's horrendous and he goes away from his principles and plays all the players that we know are terrible and isn't on point, I'll be sat here saying, okay, you gotta go. Because people always say that, oh, what if the next manager's next? You move on.
And
we've had unsuccessful managers before.
People play that card.
39. He's only 39 years old. It's a big job.
Huge
for him.
job. Absolutely.
Huge job.
Absolutely.
But at least he knows how to win in a league, which is at least a good start to work.
The best quality about him is that he recognizes immediate effect during games of when to switch things up. I've done at least 3 or 4 Benfica Sporting games with Northside on watch-alongs. I swear on every single one of them, the game plays out so similar. Benfica start out really good in a game. They overload the midfield. They do this, they do that. And then I'm like, yo, if we don't score here, we're screwed. Because I know Amorim is going to change up X, Y, and Z. He does it, and then they ultimately go on to win it. They did it last year in the Taça de Portugal, a Portuguese Cup semifinal. They did it in the league game where we scored early. He made adjustments at halftime, brought off, I think it was Marcus Edwards for Bragança, I want to say. I called that sub. His in-game adjustments are amazing. They really, really are. I watched the Champions League. I watched the Champions League game. They played PSV away. They're getting schooled for the first half, like shelled. They started, though, tactically. So I just referenced about making subs in-game. Sometimes in-game, he'll just tactically adjust things. Hey, yo, go foul them. Break up the flow of the game. Use your physicality a bit more. Move So tactically, bro, the guy in so many games against quality opposition, whether it's in Europe or if it's in domestically against the other big 2, he makes adjustments all the time, and it works. Yeah, Warrior J right there. Remember Steve went on the rant when Amorim made a change. Exactly. So I've seen this with my own eyes.
That's it. And that's it. Steve, go on, carry on, Steve.
So this is a very good appointment. This is a very good appointment. Now, what they need to do is they need to bring in those players for Man United, where you need to. Those players that on the sporting bench will make a difference because they fit what he wants to do. A lot of the players at Man United, they're going to have to switch up. A lot of them.
This is the point.
Go on, Max. You go. Go on.
Sorry, this is the point I was trying to get to earlier. Like with someone like a Rashford, someone like a Bruno, for example, someone like these players that have underperformed under previous managers before. Yes, these managers have needed to go, but if these players go on like a little streak, for example, as well, they can't be fooled again by the little streak they go on. Now, Amorim just needs to get the best out of what he has until maybe the summer, because maybe they just don't spend that much in January. And then I think Man United needs to be ruthless with their squad. Well, my only thing is with Ineos, for example, they gave Bruno, for someone like a Bruno, a new contract. Let's say Amorim is not a big fan of Bruno, and he wants to be ruthless with the squad as well. do they move him on? Do they move people like Rashford on eventually, even though he's this academy kid that was meant to stay for as long as possible, which is what Man United have needed to do, move out the big names and get the best out of what, like, more so the footballers and what the coach wants, for example, which I think they need to trust in what Amorim does in that sense, because we've seen that attack, like, there's a good defensive structure. You can get the best out of that. You can make Man United hard to beat. But when they get into the summer, they need to focus on trying to get attackers that suit what's Amorim style.
That's it in regards to whoever the manager was going to be brought in, we need new players. Everyone knows these players are not good. Whoever, pick a manager. Don't matter if you rate the manager, you don't know matter if it's an Amorim, doesn't matter if it's a manager from this country, a championship manager, League One. We all know these players ain't good enough. Again, is it a big task for the manager coming in? You're managing Manchester United Football Club. You are under immense pressure. You are under severe pressure. But guess what? Again, if you're as good as I think you are, and as Steve talks about you, and the general consensus is, you will do fine. If you're not, you will be found out. Manchester United hot seat is the hot seat of truth. We're going to find out how good you are. And I hope that he is as good as they say he is. And if he's not, we move on. Only there's very select few managers who can deal with the pressure and perform at the highest level at Manchester United Football Club. And it's very, very tough to find. But hey, everyone there is paid extremely well to do an extremely tough job. So do your job. That's it.
You can see what he means to Lisbon fans. I've been seeing this video going around.
The same thing needs to be.
Ruben Amorim será uma perda muito importante para o Sporting.
I've got the Lisbon fans nearly tearing up, bruv.
I thought you were going to translate into Portuguese.
Oh, I ain't got a clue what he's saying.
Muito emocionado.
He ain't even saying much. You just gotta look at his face.
Uma mentalidade, uma confiança muito diferente. Mas ainda assim, acha que o seu Sporting vai ser capaz de inverter este cenário menos bom? Muito difícil para os adeptos do Sporting. Assim, de facto, é o rosto. Não vou continuar aqui. De facto, que está muito emocionado. Sporting a perder.
I think about it, these men are top of the table, coming in as champions, and then the evil Manchester United just come in and go yoink.
Yeah, is that his dad or something?
Excuse me, is that the Chelsea fan talking here on the panel?
Sorry, what are we saying, guys?
Yeah, you fucking hold that, bro. Oh, I'm gonna play the victim. My club's never.
But we didn't do it mid-season. We did it at the end of the season. We showed some decorum, innit?
That old man ain't gonna see no fucking Portuguese titles no more, bro.
The man wheeled out the Benfica shirt.
Back in this bitch.
All jokes aside, yo, Steve, who you got winning the Portuguese league this season now? Porto, isn't it? It's Porto, isn't it?
Leaning Porto, but I don't know. It's more interesting that he left, to be honest, because they were just gonna romp their way to it, to be honest. Porto, I would probably say just barely, but it depends who Sporting bring in. It really depends who they bring in. If it's someone I have no idea about, then I'm not sure. Then I'd maybe give them the advantage. But they bring in someone like kind of like washed, that I'm not really gonna go with. Depends. I'd probably you know what? They have the best squad in Portugal. They have the best depth. They have firepower. They have enough to probably actually. I'll stick with Sporting, to be honest, because he's assembled a very good squad. A very good squad. So
it depends on the manager. They've been like speculative, but they've been thrown into the situation immediately now. Sorry, Neil.
No. It's like, and you say they've assembled a very good squad. Probably not if Manchester United, if they really want to back him, they'll just be like, well, I want this player. Go get him here. Cost this amount of money. Go get it, just like they did with Ten Hag. They pay over the odds for some of their top players they shouldn't have. So Ten Hag's like, I want them. Go get them. Obviously, things have changed now with the directors and the board, etc. But this is the point, Flawless, as well. I think the emphasis now is not on the manager; it's on the board. Just like with the Chelsea Enzo Maresca appointment. Because, again, we were both discussing it going, well, with the Enzo situation, it was like, well, yes, the problem isn't Enzo now. It's the board have got to now turn up and back him where he's necessary. And that's all the emphasis for me has now gone from the manager, which was the main thing, to now the board's in the firing line. They weren't out of the firing line, but you get what I mean.
No, that's fair. No, you spot on there. And it's been all eyes on the board in regards to who, because obviously they weren't here when the previous transfers were made, and I actually liked the window they had. So yeah, we moved. Shout out to Enzo Maresca. Yeah, because he's gonna play. Yeah, be Van Nistelrooy. Probably won't be. I'd love it.
I'm kind of glad with that as well because Old Trafford's already going to be bouncing, but if it's what's his name, Amorim's first game, it's going to be a different level.
Oh yeah, electric. If it was his first
at least with Van Nistelrooy, I don't really know what to expect. I think I heard that he's defensively compact as well, but I'd be real, I don't know too much about him.
Is it Old Trafford or is it Stamford Bridge?
It's Old Trafford.
Yeah. It's going to be absolutely going to be bouncing for sure.
Yeah. I look forward to that one, innit? A shout out to Jan. Big up. Welcome to the show. Hope you're good.
What's up, Jan?
Yeah, sorry I'm late. I didn't even know what time it was.
That's all right. You're the Man City fan. You don't got to do you know. All you do is win, you know? It must be nice.
Another win. Great.
And she still complains. Well, we only get one goal from corners. Fucking hell, bruv.
Shout out to Monster in the chat as well. Big up, brother.
Oh my God, Monster, it's been so long. Oh my God.
Trust. Shout out Monster, my guy. Big up, brother. And yeah, in terms of United, I guess I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you in it because you've defeated terrorism. It's the first time I'm seeing you happy with football. You mentioned Manchester United and you smiled.
I'm happy as a football fan that I don't have to watch that shit anymore. Because it is funny to laugh at Man United. Because I just got a girlfriend and I'm trying to show her the sport that I love and care about. If I showed her a Man United game, she'd be like, "Why the fuck do you like this sport?" Like she'd be like, "What's wrong with you?" Like I was showing her a bunch of Barcelona games, and it's like, "Oh wow, it's intriguing."
And especially if you don't know football, and Man United is one of the top clubs in the world. This is it.
I'm sure.
She likes Steve, but United is where you lot draw the line. All right, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm saying, all right, sure. You know what I'm saying? That's where you lot draw the line. You know what I'm saying? The fucking jokers. Shout out, Steve's my guy, man. You don't know that. Steve, you're a real one. Come on,
that was a good one.
Now, fam. Yeah. I wasn't going to say it.
Imagine trying to show somebody. Imagine
trying to you can't do that. You just smacked him around the face and patted him on the head.
Nah, because you lot started piling on and that. I was like, fuck this. I'm shooting back. I'm back. You know what I'm saying? And that. I fuck all that.
It could be worse.
Ain't doing that.
So we're back already then?
Yo, imagine if I tried to show her a West Ham game.
Nah, I ain't saying all that.
Show West Ham game now, bro. West Ham game now.
Just any West Ham game over the past few years. Like,
yeah, she'd leave you.
Yeah, she'd be like, "Why the fuck do you like this sport? Like, this is boring." Yeah.
Is Jorgensen close to being Chelsea's new number one? At the moment, the number one is Sanchez. No doubt Robert is the number one. Philip is doing fantastic in the Carabao Cup and the Conference League. Well, we haven't even seen Jorgensen get tested properly. So I can't even be too annoyed about that. But if Newcastle test him properly...
You won't.
Fine, so Sanchez against United then. Thank you. Whatever, innit? We don't really have any other options.
Also,
the rest of the goalkeepers are on loan.
With Enzo, I appreciate the way that he speaks. He just tells it how he says it is, which I love.
Same.
Your injury record, and this is what we had. We had like players that are really injury prone, just not get injured as well. And I think he's mentioned something in the press conference like, "We've got no new injuries." I was like, I know what that feels like. It's like it's a basic thing, just that we've just managed to have no injuries in our squad. I mean, we did have a couple, but compared to when you probably us under Rodgers or you under Poch, where it was just injury central.
Bro, we were doing like 8 injuries per week minimum. I want to bring this screenshot up. Where is it? 42
players.
Yeah, well, the ones that were still here. So everyone is available for selection. The last time before we were able to say that.
Wow.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
There we are, guys. Maresca, you have changed my life.
Get a few players injured to fit them all in the training ground.
Yeah, half of that is Reece
still
James.
running that one, fair.
Yeah, half of that is Reece James. Let's be real.
Yeah, he's back now, which is a bigger indictment in itself. He started 2 games in a row and he's still fit. Positives. He played a whole 90 last week, even at left back, and he still did well. And another example of Maresca saying how he is. He said he wanted more leadership aspects in his game, and I think he showed more in that game too. Like, he basically saved us in that second half. So, but we'll touch on the Chelsea-Newcastle game in a little bit. I wanted to move on to the...
Enzo is good at just like acing it how it is, and B, this is what I need, and he's really good with the fans like that.
Are you surprised, Neil, that they're doing as well as they're doing? Because you had the doubts about Maresca, right?
I still do. But if you notice what I've said they'd always get off to a good start.
Oh,
I've always said they'd always said they get off to a good start. For me, it's where it really shows.
You did start really well.
I've been called a hater. It's always around February, March time. That's where the business end of the season.
So that's when you think there could be some slip ups and some.
And I think they'll be in the top 4 by Christmas, and I think they'll be out of the top 4 by the end of the season.
Who do you think drops out?
I don't know. I don't.
No, he said by Christmas. He thinks we drop out by the end of the season.
By the end of the season, they'll drop out. By Christmas, by January, I think they'll be top 4 contenders, definitely. The season afterwards, I could see them contending, but not this season. I don't think they get top 4.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah, they need a goalkeeper.
I mean, you're not even wrong with that one.
Go get Lucas Chevalier from Lille, and then now we're talking. Now you're talking for Chelsea. Chevalier, yeah. Not Chevrolet.
Okay, so that's another goalkeeper you rate. I'm going to keep that in notes because you don't seem to miss with your player ID.
Leo goalkeeper. He's outstanding, bro. Absolutely phenomenal. So that's
great playing out the back because that's my biggest problem with Sanchez. We're told he can play out the back, and boy,
he's kind of good at everything. To be honest, he's a stud. But I would say Chelsea need a goalkeeper, but. That striker too, probably. I think Jackson would be a sick backup striker for sure. I do like him, but I do think I think he'll get like 5th. Probably like 5th or something.
It's ultimately going to come down to the attack. Like the defense, I'm getting more and more confidence in, but I'm getting less and less confidence in the goalkeeper, and that's where things are starting to worry me a bit. The game that we had, he was literally just passing it to Newcastle players all game. It's fucking frustrating, and at least we don't have to worry about that in the cup match. Do you expect to make a lot of rotations? That was all I really wanted to know going into that game.
Yeah, and even if we do, it's like with teams in terrible form with squads that aren't really good enough. It doesn't matter if you put your strongest 11 out there or fringe bench players trying to make an impression. It's just dead. The product, bro, it doesn't matter if we have Tonali out there or Longstaff. In terms of, obviously, Tonali's a very, very good player. Longstaff is horseshit, but it doesn't have the actual intended effect. Like we're not really play well. Like I didn't even bother watching the game on Sunday, bro, because I was like, I just knew what was gonna happen, kind of thing. I don't enjoy watching us play no more. So even if we do rotate, even if we do keep a strong 11, our strong 11 ain't playing well, so it doesn't really make a difference. It just you have a better probability maybe of getting. I don't know. But
I expect us to win anyway, just based off the strength that our attack has in its B team anyway. It's just I wanted to know: are you guys going to put enough players to give us a test defensively or not?
Bro, we're gonna start probably like Isak, Barnes, and Almiron maybe.
Well, Isak kind of likes a goal against us. Almiron, I am worried about.
Steve, say that again. What was that free? Say that again.
Barnes, Isak, and Almiron.
It's not too shabby actually.
Gordon's still got the groin issue, I'm guessing.
I was thinking more.
Gordon, I don't know if Gordon's.
I was thinking of the other two, obviously.
The problem with bro, Harvey Barnes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Harvey Barnes and Trossard had the same exact problem. Off the bench, they score crucial goals late in games, but as starters, they haven't established themselves as, I'm the starting left winger for Arsenal or Newcastle. That's the problem.
I don't know about Trossard, but the thing is with Harvey Barnes, he's a one-trick pony.
Yes.
He's great at that trick.
Finish.
He's only got the one trick.
Devastating.
Cut in and bang it.
Yeah, because he's not like immensely quick. He's not an outstanding dribbler. His first touch is all right. He's a devastating finisher though. He's a really good finisher.
But the thing is, my only thing is that when he comes up against a great fullback, he doesn't know how to handle it. The only way he does it is when you mentioned he comes off the bench and he's got half an hour to just run at them, and he's really good at that.
Yes, but and Trossard honestly has a similar problem. Like he doesn't really get the best of fullbacks when he's starting on the left, but off the bench he is a good finisher. So
as long as they don't rotate the fullback,
But shout out to Dylan saying we need a Bastoni signing to propel us. I don't think we'll get Bastoni, but we can get the next best thing hopefully next season. But
he's not
remains to be seen on that one.
He's left you. Leave him alone. It's like your ex.
You never know.
You know what I mean?
Never
He's
know.
left you, bruv. He's moved on to better, higher pastures. Pastures new, pastures higher.
He went to UEFA Lona, man.
Where is he now?
Barca.
Barcelona. He's at Barca.
Oh, he's still at Barca. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, still at Barca. But yeah, big up to everybody again. Hit the like, subscribe, all of that crap. Jan, let's talk Rodri and the Ballon d'Or because I didn't expect to see so much crying over this. Like it's genuinely insane the head loss I've seen over Rodri winning. Like there was even a clear-cut winner in the first place. But I'll let you take the floor. Thoughts on the whole
Do you know what
situation?
it is? This season is actually crazy because I remember speaking to a Real Madrid fan in about February, and they were telling me Jude Bellingham is going to win the Ballon d'Or. And I was like, yeah, but he's not your best player. Vinicius is your best player. And they said, oh, he's been injured. When he's come back, he's not been playing well. So I said, okay, fair enough. I don't watch Real Madrid, so I can only comment on what I see. And every time we play them in the Champions League, he seems like the best player. So I was like, from what I see, whereas I don't see Jude Bellingham because I don't watch them week in, week out. So I was like, okay, fair enough. So that was the argument that I was defending Vinicius to Madrid fans at that time in the season. And it was Jude until after the end of the season when it got to the crunch time in the Champions League. Then it switched kind of a little bit to Vinicius. And then it went to the Euros and they were saying if England win it, Bellingham will win it. This was the conversation that was being had. And then it was always a case of the only time Rodri really came into it, because even though Rodri should have been there already, but he's not got the PR that Madrid players have. So it was always the only reason why Rodri came into it is because he won the Euros as well. If he doesn't win the Euros, he doesn't win it. It's that simple. The Euros it happened from when Messi won the World Cup. If Haaland can have the season that he had and not win it, then they can't now turn around and say, oh, let's ignore Vinny for Brazil. Let's just completely ignore that do you know what I mean? Otherwise, Haaland would have won it. So I understand a World Cup is different to Euros. I'm not here to argue that it's on par. It's not on par. But I think for a DM, for the numbers that Rodri has, there should be a bigger gap between his numbers and Vinny's numbers for there to be an argument of a robbery. And there's 10 in it together? 10 GA?
No, Vinny had 2 more open play goal contributions than Rodri.
Crazy.
Open play contributions or goals, one or the other.
Yeah. But Rodri doesn't take pens, so it literally all of his goals are literally screamers. Like he doesn't even score tackles. Rodri scores screaming. So it's one of them things. I think if I honestly believe if Real Madrid were pushing 3 of their players at the same time, Vinny would have won it. But because they were pushing Jude for most of the season, then it changed to Vinny. I actually think Jude has a better argument for it than Vinny, to be fair. And the fact that Ancelotti's come out and said, oh, Carvajal and Vinny, and completely ignored Jude, it's a little bit unfair because he finished 3rd, like he's there for a reason. And I'm not Jude's biggest fan. Everyone that knows me knows I'm not. But I think he's the reason why Madrid were getting over the line in La Liga. And that's why they essentially won La Liga. The Champions League, Vinicius was better, for sure. But he wasn't miles clear of Jude. It wasn't one of them where it's like, okay, he's this and Jude's down here. It wasn't that much. I just don't see where this, he was the clear winner came from. Because if you ask people in April, there wasn't a clear winner. So I don't know. I think I'm glad that Rodri won it. I think that he has been our best player for 3 years. I've been saying that. If you follow me on Twitter, you've seen when Foden was up for Player of the Year, I was saying it should realistically be Rodri. But I do think Foden was deserving as well for different reasons. But I just think there's no one more consistent than Rodri.
I think if he had a better Euros, he would have had a much bigger shout. Because he ghosted the same way Bellingham did.
That's the thing. Foden would have probably got top 5, 6 had he have had a good Euros. Vinicius didn't have a good Copa, but all of a sudden Vinicius has been robbed. Like the reason why Foden was 11th is not because he had the 11th best season, because his season for club was brilliant. It's because he did fuck all for England, whereas Vinicius does fuck all for
Brazil.
And it's like, oh, let's forget about that because he won the Champions League. And don't get me wrong, like people are saying, oh, is Vinicius a better player than Rodri? He doesn't need to be a better player. However, what it is his numbers shouldn't be that close to Rodri's, because Haaland's numbers aren't close to Rodri's. Haaland's numbers are clear of Rodri's, as they should be. Do you know what I mean? So I think
if it's a numbers game, give it to Palmer.
And I like Vinicius. I do like him as a player. I think he's a great player. However, the way he's reacted in this situation, I'm like, this is part of the reason why. Because that reaction, whether it's justified or not, we have seen robberies in the Ballon d'Or, and every single time the players have gone there and supported that. Like, look at Lewandowski. Lewandowski got robbed. That
they cancelled the whole award ceremony.
Man with a quad.
Crazy.
And then they made the Striker of the Year option just so they could give Messi another Ballon d'Or.
And he went there and he collected his reward, and he should have been a lot more annoyed than he was. And he just went there. He was professional. Do you know what I mean? Haaland last year, Haaland went there. He congratulated Messi. This plays into the Ballon d'Or. The Ballon d'Or is not just about the season you have. It's about what you win, trophies-wise. And it's also about you as a person. And I think if he'd have gone there and accepted that he didn't win, I think he would have won it next year. Because I think people would have said, you know what? He didn't win it, but next year he can win it. But I think now that he's done that, I don't see him winning it now. Unless he has some crazy season, which is clear of everyone else, I don't see him winning it, because it's more likely to be like a Jude or someone that hasn't said anything.
Lamine Yamal's my pick.
Who?
Lamine Yamal.
Oh, well, I don't think he'll win it yet. He will win it. He will win it. Within the next 3-4 years, I think he'll win it. But I don't know about now.
It's just not good. It's about of how good a player they are. It's how vital they are to the team.
Yes.
And I think that's an element that was missing as well. It's like if you can play a player for player, and people tend to look at football like FIFA and go, well, his stats are higher, so therefore he's a better player. And in reality, it doesn't work like that. And you need it's not just that, it's the leadership, it's the character, as you're mentioning, Jan. It's the Man City are a worse team, and Spain are a worse team by a considerable margin with him out of the team. Brazil is not the same with Vinicius Jr.
Yeah. I just think as well, they finished, like they're saying now, they're coming out, this is the crazy thing, they're coming out now with, they're against Madrid. Madrid finished 2nd, 3rd, 4th. They got Club of the Year, they got Manager of the Year. There is no agenda against them. The reason why Rodri won it is because he's not fighting against 2 City players. If we were fighting for Haaland for half the season, then we switched to De Bruyne, and then we switched to Rodri, he wouldn't have even been in the conversation. Had he not won the Euros, he doesn't win it. Like, I love Rodri. He's my favourite player. Everyone that knows me knows I love Rodri. But he wouldn't have won it had he not won the Euros. And I think you can't just ignore what he did for Brazil because he was good in the Champions League. It's just, if you look at competition to competition even, I'd say that Rodri was better in the league because he's so consistent than Vinicius was. In the Champions League, it's Vinicius over Rodri, but the gap isn't as big as people are making out because Rodri has been key in our and he actually, not long ago, won the Champions League for us. So it's not like people are saying, can you even think of a goal that Rodri scored? Well, yeah, he scored the only goal when we won the Champions League. Like, he scored the craziest goal I've seen against Bayern Munich. He's not doing this against, Preston, North End on a Wednesday. He's doing it in the big games as well. So it's one of them things that I think he is deserving of it. People that are trying to say, he's not deserving because he's not doing stepovers. He's a defensive midfielder and his numbers are not that different from Vinicius. So what does that tell you about him, And I think he's always been humble. Even when he got the award, who does he mention? Carvajal. He said he's as deserving. He's not as deserving as Rodri, but Rodri said that.
Really?
He said that, he said basically it's a win for Spain. He says the players that haven't won it in the past, like Iniesta, Xavi, he mentioned them, and he said basically it's a win for Spain. And he
handled himself really well the whole ceremony.
you know, and if Vinny was there, he would have mentioned Vinny. He would have said, you know, this guy just as deserving as me. He would have said that because that's the sort of person that Rodri is. You know, he's a humble guy. He's a nice guy. And I think that played into it. If he was a different type of person, I'm not sure he wins it. Do you know
that is one of the criteria for the Ballon d'Or. Something about sportsmanship and like fair play and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, with all the haters that are slagging him off, he's not even got social media, so he's not even going to see it. And he's off for a year because he's injured. So he's just going to be at home with his Ballon d'Or, and people are just crying and he can't even hear it. So it's just one of them things. It's quite funny, but yeah.
This
social media.
This Real Madrid crash out.
Opinions that don't matter.
No, but it's mad that it's not even coming from fans. It's coming from fellow professionals. You got Richarlison saying shit's gonna go down if Vinny wins. You got Lamina saying goodbye football. Like, who the fuck cares about what Lamina has to think about the situation?
But look at the
Ryan saying end the sport.
Look at the agendas that we're doing on Neymar.
The most Ryan comment he's ever said.
Yeah, exactly.
It would have been he's clear of Neymar and all this crap.
But Neil, if a Liverpool player won the Ballon d'Or,
Ronaldo, that's the only reason he didn't win it.
Yeah.
If he
Joe
was,
Gomez as well.
If he was still playing now, then he would have still won it. And this is another thing. People compare
vibes.
Sorry,
go on.
They're comparing like Rodri to other previous Ballon d'Or winners. That's not how it works. Rodri isn't up against a prime Messi. He's not up against a prime Ronaldo. He wouldn't have won it in them scenarios. He's up against a Vinicius Junior whose numbers are similar, too similar to Rodri's to even use that. I agree that he's a great player, and if he'd have won it, I wouldn't have said he didn't deserve it, because anyone that wins it deserves it. In this sort of season, do you know what I mean? But I think at the same time, the people that are acting like it's a robbery and it was him, when if you look at Madrid fans' tweets up until very recently, Jude was the guy. So even them themselves, and you know what? If Jude didn't have the PR that he had, I think Vinny wins it personally. So it's one of them things. I will have to thank Jude Bellingham for winning Rodri this Ballon d'Or, as much as I think he deserves it, because their votes were split 3 ways, and it benefited my club, so I'm happy about it, you know.
This Real Madrid crash out is genuinely embarrassing. Like, even like Camavinga, saying football politics. As you said, like Real Madrid won awards in the whole thing, bro. Like, what do you mean football politics, man? Stop playing the victim.
Hey, they're in a
I generally think
it's entitlement. It's entitlement.
I generally literally
after El Clasico.
Yeah, I was about to say after the result on the weekend, are you just trying to change the conversation after you lot just got battered? Like, you're just trying to shift the convo after it was.
Well, he thought he won it because he booked a restaurant out for him and his friends. They booked flights. It was all, and Man City apparently contacted Real Madrid to tell them that Rodri had won it. I don't know why City did that. Why would you do that? But they did it, and that's why they cancelled the flights. But I mean, it's embarrassing when they're reading out, like Harry Kane got an award that was joint with Mbappe, and Harry Kane just had the whole spotlight. Rodri won a Ballon d'Or. He had the whole podium to himself. Like, it's great for them because they get all the limelight, but at the same time, I just think it's embarrassing. You've won Club of the Year, Manager of the Year, Mbappe's won an award, and 2 of your players are on the podium. That's 5 reasons for you to be there, and you're not there. So, okay, you didn't win the
Real
Ballon
Madrid
d'Or
way as well. You have to. It's everything. It's just their mentality. It has to be everything, and as good as everything.
Lewis working, man. I respect it, Lewis.
That is my bad. I forgot to even upload it. There you go, Alex.
It, man. You out here working. You out here working while you working, man. I respect it, man. The grind never stops, man. That's what I'm saying. Chills.
Man's getting cooked in the chat, bro.
Chills.
We never win at Anfield, man. You could have 5 players and we'd still find a way to fucking
He's getting cooked. He's not even on stream.
Why is the chat going at him? Is the chat going at him?
I'm going at him because
it's Stephen Neal. It's Stephen Neal.
Oh, yeah, brother.
It's what I mean.
Oh my god!
Just bring up Steve's comment.
The thing is, Rodri doesn't even have that games that often.
Jesus. Damn. Tell us how. Hey, Steve. Tell us how you really feel, yo. Damn. Fuck.
Steve
even on me right now. Nah. Fuck Ryan. You can hold that, man. Fuck Ryan.
Ryan is a unique.
Surprised you reacting like that, Flawless, to be honest.
Ryan is
You like you be the first one laughing.
Ryan has a unique ability to bring
Caught me off guard.
Ultimately, though, there was no outright winner. Vinny didn't turn up for his country. Rodri did, and one player of the
There was
tournament.
one
so he
loser,
has
that
an
was Ryan.
argument.
I'll be
Yeah,
real.
that's constant. That's every day. That's every day, Neil. That's every day.
Exactly.
From Real Madrid.
Every day.
The maddest thing is, like, a club of Real Madrid's
Mike's
stature,
finished.
I don't expect to move like this.
Mike's not used to it.
And
He'll get used to it.
entitlement, though. It's entitlement, though, like you said, Lewis, because they're used to winning everything. How is it an agenda when you won Coach of the Award, the year Manager Year of the Award, Team of the Year Award? Other people won stuff. You had 3-4 players inside the top 10, but it's an agenda against you because Vinicius didn't win. Like you just didn't win a double. Yeah, Arsenal fans with the whole referees against you.
City had gone. Say Vinicius won it last night. Do you think Man City would be coming out going, it's an agenda because Haaland didn't win it?
And I can explain why.
Like, we won a treble and we didn't win it. Like, it's crazy. I just think if anyone's got a reason to be annoyed, it's not Real Madrid. Like, it's really not Real Madrid. Like, anyone else, I hear it, but them, no. And even, like, in terms of, like, people just downplaying it as, well, Vinny won a league, Rodri won a league. Rodri didn't just win a league. He won his 4th league title in a row. That it's not just a league on its own. Like, people are acting like, oh, it's just a league. Like, the reason why we forfeited is because of Rodri. There's a reason why people were celebrating Rodri's injury, like they just won the lottery, and people were saying, oh, why would they say that if Rodri's just a player? People were telling me when Foden got player of the year, people were telling me, how did Rodri win it? How did Foden win it when Rodri is your best player? Now they're trying to backtrack and say, how did he win the Ballon d'Or if he didn't win Player of the Year? You were saying, your own selves were saying that the Player of the Year should have been Rodri. But all of a sudden now it's like, oh no, it shouldn't have been. I personally think it should have been. I think Rodri, but Foden and attackers are always going to get credit. And that's why I thought Vinny would win it. If you'd have asked me, any time up until they said Rodri is the Ballon d'Or winner, I would have said Vinny would win it every time. I was expecting him to turn up on a private jet and just come in and be like, yeah, thanks, I won it. I was expecting that because attackers in these sorts of... There's a reason why a DM...
Attackers don't win it. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The DMs never won it to my knowledge.
Foden won Player of the Year because Foden was brilliant. And I think Foden and Rodri contributed both equally to Man City's season. But the thing is with Rodri is Foden will have the odd game where he's not at his best. That's not... Rodri is literally so good that people are saying he's getting cooked when he has a half bad performance. That's how bad it is. Because he is rare. Like, he doesn't... We lost 3 games last season when Rodri got injured. Then when he came back, he's unbeaten in like 2 years. He doesn't lose.
He's lost 1 game in 85, and that was the FA Cup final.
Fuck Rodri, how about that? You know what I'm saying? Tired of this guy, yo.
Even at the Etihad, he scored the equaliser.
He got Amorim.
Yes. Yeah, that's all great. It's still fuck the ups. Just because we got Amorim, it's still fuck the ups. Regardless. You know what I'm saying? Still fuck Rodri. He's a quality player, though.
Amorim.
Not confirmed yet. It's just the... What have we got? Is it just the here we
go? Got the here we
go. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just reading headlines. I ain't even gone into detail. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
basically, I think it's personal terms agreed.
Ten Hag's still manager in the
That's
morning.
it, yo. I'm waiting for someone to pinch me. That's what it is. I'm waiting for someone to pinch me and be like, he's still here. That's what it is. That's been on cloud 9.
So personal terms agreed with United and Amorim, and they're set to pay the exit clause.
All right, let's go, man. Hey, plenty of content over the next couple of days. Let's go, man. That's what that is.
I hadn't seen Flawless this happy on the stream for this continuous amount of time.
Ever, yo.
Ever.
Ever. You know what I'm saying? Ever. This is brilliant. Hey, what?
It is good, though. It means now I can stop feeling bad for you if we start being tribalist again. It's about fucking time.
Oh, yeah. I'm crashing on everyone, 100%.
Yeah,
that
it's been years, man. Every time it's like, I feel bad for you. I can't even...
That would be half decent. I'm crashing on everyone. We don't even have to be that good to start off with. Just half decent. Just competent. It's like, all right, cool.
We'll see in the next few months what demons been awoken.
Salute to you lot. Hey, Mike's West Ham. I didn't really like you lot before. You lot are my guys, man. Shout out West Ham. They did what needed to be done, man. Facts. Watford did it with Ollie, and West Ham did it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. There is some class in London. I respect it.
We ain't gonna get another win for like another 3 months. I'll take what I can get.
Cam does not look impressed. You alright, love?
Yeah, Cam's, you're right, bro.
I'm good. I'm just saying. Just listening to all this shit, bro.
I was like, yeah, you're all so happy with your clubs, innit?
So, speak for yourself.
Here I am, innit?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hey, Max, you did a good deed on the weekend, Max.
Yeah,
you should be happy,
know
man. You did a good deed. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good deed, you know.
You did a great deed, man. You know what I'm saying?
It'll be a better deed than this manager go fuck himself.
No, you know who did a good deed? It was Dallo, bruv. It weren't United.
Hey, Dallo knew the script. Hey, Dallo's my guy. He knew what needed to be done, man. Shout out Dallo, man. Shout out.
That's how I play FIFA. I can't play FIFA to save my life. That's me playing
Yeah,
FIFA.
that's me. That is me as well.
Jan, you're terrible at FIFA. I remember.
Bam.
I know. I remember.
Hey, Ray, where are you, you little fraud?
I can defend. I can't attack.
No, you can't defend. Don't lie.
I said Almiron at the wheel, bruv. The slander names are amazing. I'm already running with Amorim job, but that's
funny. That is funny. Amorim job is funny. I can't lie. That's funny. That is funny.
Will be there.
There's Amorim as well.
Nah, you know what? It depends who's involved. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'd say.
You know that one.
It depends who's involved, man. I'm just saying it. I'm just saying it.
Like I'm a moron.
Who's involved? That's the thing.
This is so long, bro.
He's really lying. Scammering. Where are people getting these from?
I said Scammering.
I'm a moron.
I'm a moron. They only do ones. I only came up with one of them.
The only person that's not making jokes is Ryan, who's still banging on about something we were talking about. We weren't even talking about Liverpool.
Yeah, he's just still going on about the 4-2-4, bro.
He's in his own mode.
Just
You might still be watching the
chat
stream
into
back.
the chat instead, bruv.
Hey, Ryan,
so
hey, listen, I'm just gonna say this now. Ryan, no one really gives a fuck.
No one gives a fuck, mate. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. No one gives a fuck.
Big up to you, though, bro.
No one asked. No one cares. You
They're
know,
good for this
you having a conversation, a random
That's
guy.
like
comes in,
Almiron.
it's
Hey, you don't allow my manager. Hey, too far, man. Too far. You know what I'm saying? Hey, relax.
too far. You won't run them standard names. 100% you run them standard names.
I need standard
definitely
names for my manager, bro. Get some standard names for my manager.
Hey, man, he's the savior, man. He did what needed to be done. Shout out Pt.2, man. You know what I'm saying? Big up to West Ham, Irons, East London, all of that.
Fuck this fucking sangria spastic, bro. Get out of my club, bro.
Jesus Christ, yo. That's not how you know, man. That's not how you really feel, Max. Damn. Jeez.
I said the sangria, what? That's crazy.
Crazy. That is crazy. All right, Max. Fez.
That's brilliant, though, still.
No, because
I hear it, because he's got a stay of execution now.
Do you know, he needs to be executed, bruv. Like, seriously. Get out, bruv. Just leave. Please, just leave.
Hey, Max,
have your mates been coming up to you saying Lopetegui in yet, or what?
My mates don't watch football, bruv. So they just said they just said me, oh, West Ham lost it. Bruv, you don't even know what one West Ham is.
Yeah.
Those are the worst because you can't cook them back because they don't care.
Damn, you're gonna lose to Nottingham Forest this week.
Hey, Max, man, your Independence Day is coming soon, man. Don't worry about it, man. Your Independence Day is on its way.
Bro, I saw someone. No, Joe, I saw someone was like, "Oh, he's so tactically astute. He moved Alvarez as an inverted centre back. So he moved someone from the centre to the centre. What? They like inverted centre back. Well done.
Inverted centre back is crazy. Inverted centre back is crazy, yo. That is crazy, yo. Inverted centre back.
We were talking about Arsenal with that.
Where do you
Inverted centre back.
Where, bro? Inverted from where? Inverted centre back. Are you fucking retarded? Like genuinely. Are you fucking retarded? Bro, how do
That's like some shit the tacticos would say, like when they were telling me Havertz is an inverted midfielder. I'm like, they're already inverted.
That's what you ask
ChatGPT.
Make it sound fancy. Make football sound fancy. Inverted centre back. That's ChatGPT right there.
Like, see, let me put like 2 or 3 footballing words together. People think I'm a genius, bro. I'm a fucking genius.
Think about football. It's all about the two halves.
I'm just Mike. Quickly. Wow. Fuck off. So yeah, Mike's quickly because I didn't watch the West Ham United game. Did you get any positive signs from that game at all?
So basically, the guy who scored, Somerville, should have started. And then he brought him on. Then fans give him credit for bringing him on, even though he should have started. He played a midfielder at left wing. You mong. Like this is the
that was
same
going to
manager.
be one of my questions if it was good game management. So thank you.
No, like listen, he made subs that he was supposed to make. Like, well done. Like,
she captures a random dude. Oh, sorry, man. What's going on with
That's Burkamp.
Is that Burkamp?
Yes,
that's Burkamp.
Burkamp.
There's a statue in it.
At all.
That's the goat.
I just thought it was a random bunny.
Goat, bro. That's any football player can suck an egg.
Hey, okay.
So that man told me that's Havertz 1.0.
With
Don't ever disrespect my goat, bro.
With the game,
that's
like,
a good
Sloppategi.
name.
There we go.
Do you know what? I'm stealing that. Thanks, Arthur. Like legit, we played
Floppategi, there's another one.
Floppategi. Like, Joy. Let me not think of mad ones. I've already said enough on the stream. But like, we started a midfielder on the left again, which is what I criticized the previous manager for. I feel like I'm just watching the same manager, but just a different nationality. It's the same bullshit. Like Kudus was suspended, so you play your best winger next, surely, in Somerville on the wing. But no, you play a midfielder there instead, you fucking idiot. Like legit, I don't get it. Like I don't even get angry at the games anymore, angry at the goal conceded. I just get angry at what people say and the gaslighting and shit like that. Like I don't get how people even justified the lineup in the first place. But then people were like, "Oh, but you made the right subs." Yeah, those were the subs you should have fucking started with, apart from Suchek. Like Antonio up front.
The Somerville change was good. The Somerville change it for you lot. Yeah.
This is why I say every week free Somerville. And people are like, "Oh, why are you like complaining before the game's even started?" Because I know how the game's gonna go.
Yeah.
And I supported this club long enough to know when the lineup comes out, I know how the game's gonna go. Like, and to be honest, we should have been like 3-0 down. It wasn't for Fabianski. We should have been 3-0 down in the first half, so it didn't matter, bro. But yeah, like nothing's changed. Pretty much nothing's changed. We just got 3 points out of it. We only won because Man United was shit, and we ended everyone else's happiness by getting part-time happiness instead. But we're gonna lose to Nottingham Forest, and okay. Like, listen, this is what I mean. Do you know what the problem is? Yeah? Do you know what makes this even worse? We went for Amorim in the summer, and we didn't want to pay the compensation. Again, it's
really? And you didn't want to pay the compensation? Hey, salute to West Ham, man. Hey, second favorite club in the country. Big up West
Ham.
You didn't want to pay that. What is it? 8 million euros
and a slut.
Something like that. You don't want to pay compensation, but get Floppategi instead. Thanks.
You think that's bad? We wouldn't pay 4 million for fucking Corberan.
Oh, fucking hell.
Jeez.
I missed out on Amorim and Duran this summer. Great. Like in the same summer. And nothing shit. We're going to lose the Nottingham.
10 million euros is the compensation fee. It's about 8 million quid.
And we spent a lot in the summer, so we could have spent 10 million. Could have spent 10 million. Like, it was fine. But yeah, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. We just won, and it pretty much just delays the inevitable, basically. There was like when we lost against Tottenham, there was like links with managers and stuff. No one inspiring, no one exciting, no one cares. But now that we won, you're not going to hear that for a while. He's kept his job for another 2 months, probably by just winning that game, because that's how the footballing PR works. By just keeping a manager's job like that when they're under pressure. Like if we lose to Forest and Everton, it still won't be enough, even though it should be. He should have gone after the Chelsea game, but that's why I'm like, I don't care anymore. Just self-destruct.
That's the Amorim and Duran, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. No, I'm not saying that it's a racial alcoholic, imagine. But like, this is the problem with this club, bro. Like, I've gone into a point, where I was the same how I was in school. Like, West Ham was shit, so I just hope on other people's downfalls instead when it comes to football. I don't even need to like crash out on anybody.
That's Jan being a Man City fan half a lie.
She ain't even got a hope. Her standard's so high. We're all in that position anyway.
I just want to point out Ryan's talking about McAllister.
Ryan's still going on about the Rodri thing.
Ryan, come on stream, then you can talk.
Yeah, he's
in the comments.
No, he said he can't make it. I think there's some family situation.
Cam comes out of enough,
Why is he watching the stream then?
How about he go spend time with family?
Easier,
Being
isn't
a
it? I don't
fucking
know.
mouth breather.
It's weird, yeah. Join the stream or get off the like join the stream.
Either join the stream or shut the fuck up.
Cam's had enough, yo. Cam's had enough of Ryan, yo. He's had enough. He's had enough of Ryan. I get it.
They were going off in the group chat Monday morning. I was like, what am I waking up to?
No joking.
Like
Ryan's.
What did I miss?
I see why Flawless is why Flawless is like with Ryan. I see how it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even Yan. I see it now. I see it. I'm sorry. I doubted both of you back in the day.
Hey, man, it happens, man.
Got involved,
you know what I call that? You know what I call that? You know what I call that? The Ryan effect. Everyone's like, "Oh, why do you treat him so bad?" Give it 2 weeks.
Because he's so
2 weeks. Just 2 weeks.
Mike's ain't there yet. Mike's
ain't there, but Mike's will get there. He'll be like, "I understand." Just give it 2 weeks.
He's so
2019 Liverpool level press, bro. This is crazy.
He's so hateable, and it's like he's a punching bag. He's a verbal punching bag. You just want to fucking.
Yeah, but he punches.
Yeah,
himself.
you, Ryan. That's you. You're the fraud.
He'll put his hand here, and then he'll punch himself. It's like,
talking all this shit in the chat, but you don't want to come online, bro. Fuck's sake, bro.
See.
Not harsh enough.
Flawless was like, you all laughed at me. You're not laughing now, are you?
Facts. That's it.
But yeah, nothing's changed. It's still shit.
Probably. They did it to Ten Hag.
Shout out to Ben saying, "Will United destroy Amorim's rep that he's built?" Risk.
Holy, Amorim can do that. If Amorim comes in here and does a great job, guess what? He'll be regarded as one of the best managers ever. There's not many clubs where you can be a success. If he is successful at Manchester United, he will go down and be regarded as one of the best ever. That's the platform that you're on. There's not many clubs in Europe that is the case where you're successful at. Like, what are we talking about here?
I'm planning for 24 hours.
Also, Flawless, the job he'll get after Man United will be better than the job he's currently got.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's
United on your CV. Yeah, it's win-win.
Well, it depends how it goes. Because if it goes well, then yeah. If it goes poorly.
No, but it depends how. Like, for instance, apart from Ten Hag, like, everyone got jobs afterwards that were decent. Moyes got job afterwards. Moyes went to West Ham. Van Gaal went and managed the Netherlands. Mourinho went to Spurs and then went to Roma and is now at Fenerbahce. It's only Oli because Oli's just one of the worst of the worst. But that's it. Ten Hag will get a job after this. Yeah, it's just a question of where, but he'll get a job. He'll get a job after this. But yeah, in regards to Amorim, it's like that's the risk you take coming to Manchester United. You're either gonna go down as one of the GOATs, and if you're successful, we build a statue outside the ground for you. If you're unsuccessful, hey, so be it.
At least now, like he's got to deal with Ineos and not just a Glazier, so it might be a bit different from him compared to the.
He knows what he's getting into. He's doing the conversation.
I know what you're saying, bro. Look, bro, we built a statue.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's a risk. There's few clubs. Arsenal are like that. Chelsea are like that. City are now one of those clubs. Obviously, you got your Barcelona, Real Madrid, where if you are successful, you will be lauded as a footballing god, and you go into that GOAT status.
I will say Ten Hag destroyed his own rep. He was looked at as like he was one of them hipster managers because he bossed it with Ajax and had that run to the semi-final. Now no one thinks about that shit.
Yeah, because he was the up and coming and he failed at the highest level. United's different. That's just what it is. It's different.
Sometimes man have to make the step up and you either sink or swim.
Yo, you either step up or step aside.
It's also about players.
True.
Players can't live up to that. There's lots of money, especially when they go for big price tags at Man United. In the last 10 years, I can't think of a single one that's worked.
Because you know what's crazy? Even in the Fergie era, we signed players who failed. But it's just because a lot of them were success. But he signed dudes. We signed players who were supposed to be the next best thing.
Fucking cares, bro.
He's had enough, yo. I don't even got the chat.
What did I tell you about Alisson? What about
this guy? Messaged me about Alisson. I don't
know.
I'll take Alisson. I'll take, please. Please.
So yeah, like that's
I'll take Alisson up front.
Screenshot that because that's just pathetic.
Yeah, screenshot that. Someone screenshot that. Actually, yeah, leave that. No. I'm gonna take a picture. I'm taking a picture. Don't remove that comment, Lewis. One sec.
Yeah. Everybody put their fucking middle fingers up.
I want a picture of that. Don't remove that. One second. I want a picture of that. I want a picture of that. Keep bearing me on. All right, 1 second. I can't believe he said this.
I got one
needs to be thrown in a fucking incinerator. That's where I'm
I can't even see, bro.
So it's based on injury. Oh, wait.
Yeah, go back to that. There we go.
That's going to be the new Klopp out one.
Got that,
That's
man.
going to be the new profile picture for our group chat.
Someone
Yeah, absolutely.
I've got one with Steve doing the middle finger.
Go back up, Lewis. Go back up quickly, and I'll just take a screenshot put it in the chat. There we go. Got it.
Yo,
Cheers.
Ryan.
Everyone wanted to get their clips, Fairs. I hear it.
Mate, you
have to, man.
Literally
You have to, and you got to share the love as well. Put it in the chat.
Try
Ryan,
life with Robert Sanchez, bro.
Ryan, your presence negatively impacts the fucking world, mate. I just hope you know that.
Damn. Jesus.
Especially on good quality channels like Sarcasm City TV, Mike's, Carefree Lewis, Beyond the 90, and my channel.
Strasbourg
So,
Steve, channels with class.
But yeah, I'm still big up to you, Ryan, though. Big up.
Yeah, big up.
No,
Yeah, sure.
Someone's got to be the nice one, innit?
No, fuck all that.
Yeah, wait till he starts talking to you about Chelsea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I had to deal with that last season. In one ear, out the other.
That's your barely.
I just told him if he ain't super chatting this crap, I'm timing you out. That's it.
Hey, you know what? He wants to be a prostitute. Use him as one. I see it first. You know what I'm saying?
What, the game, innit? Chill.
Part of the game. Yeah, man. Might as well use it for his money. Yeah, 100%.
Like, all the Caicedo slander, if it ain't a super chat, see you tomorrow.
He is a slag, so it makes sense. I hear you.
Yeah, he's a slag.
He's a slag. No, you man have got this all wrong, fam. Because you're calling him a slut and a slag, yet he's not had a girl, blood. What's going on?
Oh, this guy's crazy, yo. This guy's mad.
What's he a slut and a slagging, bruv?
I'm talking about in terms of attention. I'm talking about in terms of attention, Cam.
He can't even do that. He can't even do that right. He can't even do that.
He's an attention.
Nah, we're here talking about he's an attention. Oh, he's on his knees for attention.
W Ryan in the chat, guys.
No.
W Ryan in the chat.
For people that don't know, just to educate Mike's on this as well. He put this out as a tweet. He got roasted by his Liverpool fan base. He ended up deleting it, and now he's back on this.
Yeah, that's terrible that he deleted it.
And Mike, that's just probably one of 1,000 that I've got about Ryan. That
because I retweeted in support, and everyone just
doesn't matter. It's the fact that he made that. Then he deleted it, and he took down it, and he went anyway.
To be fair, Ryan, I haven't forgotten when we drew 1-1 to Brentford. You sent me Lopetegui prop from a random West Ham account. That's the only thing you've done. I hope you didn't send me any more
Of course he did.
Honest to God, what a fucking prick. Oh, it makes me so angry.
Man said, please take Trent, like, Jesus.
Hey, there's one good take, though. We'll take that at least.
He'll be crying next season when they have a shit right back and they need Trent back.
Even a broken clock is right twice a day, so it's one of them things.
Yeah, and Ryan's beyond
the right time.
Calling Ryan
he can't be right.
Bro, calling Ryan a broken clock would be a fucking compliment.
Yes, I am. I'm very fucking there right now. Yes.
Hey, Fator, I'll be nice to whoever I want, bro. How about that?
What to Tony?
How about that?
Shout out Fatter in the chat. Big up to you as well. Cams, how you feeling after the 2-2 draw, brother? How you feeling, bro?
Now Ryan can talk about Liverpool. The chat.
Arsenal.
Perfect.
Can we talk about Ryan instead, fam?
We didn't just spend 20 minutes on it.
Hey Ryan, I don't think you're gonna be you ain't gonna want to be here for this one, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Right, you got your own segment, bro. I'd be honored. I'd be honored.
I wouldn't do that to Ryan. I wouldn't do that to Ryan. I would, to be honest, I would. I just ain't really got time for it. I really don't give a fuck. Bro.
I'd rather get malaria than talk about
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you, with the game itself, innit? With the game itself. One of them in same old shit. Good first half, shit second half. I don't know what else to say, really. We fucked it all up.
Sounds about right. At least Saka did his thing, cooked Robertson, but Konate and Van Dijk locked up your other two forwards.
Were they forwards? I didn't even know they were forwards.
Well, they're meant to be forwards. I'd call Havertz an inverted centre back, or like whatever the lingo is meant to be nowadays.
And you know what? I'm not being funny, right? All these Arsenal fans crying about the actual fucking goal, no goal, whatever the fuck it was. I don't care what anyone wants to say in it. Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm surprised. The only one I actually thought was a spot on foul was that fucking last bit when Havertz pushed. my man in the Trent in the back right into the fucking goal. That was a certified foul. So the other three are all sort of 50-50 things where you see them get given, you see them don't get given. But the fucking fourth one before the ball went even in the net, I don't even know, bruv. Like, you can't even tell me that wasn't a fucking foul. That wasn't just a shoulder barge 50-50. Like, no, that he fucking did you see Trent fly into the net?
And even before that, Havertz drops an elbow on Konate in the build.
But that's what I'm saying.
They got called up for the Kiwi challenge before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With the other three, if you want to say the handball, the elbow, or the Kiwi challenge, like I said, it's all 50-50 shit to me. Like, we've seen them give them, we've seen them not give them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to sit and complain about that.
You know what I will say on that? I think I said it the other day in the chat. I think because a lot of Arsenal fans are saying the goal was ruled out because the referee had blown the whistle before. But one, he had blown the whistle before, so not every Liverpool player was still playing. Secondly, I think if Havertz actually scores and doesn't hit the post, it's a bit different, but it's actually Jesus that scores. So I think if Havertz just chips him and it goes in, then I think that way the ref could have said, or VAR could have probably overruled it and said, actually, no, that's not a foul, give him the goal. But I think because he doesn't actually score, it's technically a different sequence. Do you know what I mean? So it's yeah, I think, I don't know. I don't feel like that was like a robbery from the ref or anything like that. And the thing is, this is my issue with the whole referee thing, because
I was about to jump on that because I was literally about to say, when I was going up on the Twitter yesterday and the day before, like I've basically just proved that the wrestling game themselves in it, and I want to say this out loud so everyone can hear me clear that want to try, not on here, but anyone that tries to run any agenda. What I'm about to say about the refs has nothing to do with how Arsenal play and in their in-game management. What I'm about to say about the refs is solely on the refs alone. That is it. So it doesn't matter if it's affected us or not. That's on Arsenal themselves. I've seen teams go down to 10 men and fucking play better than what they were playing with 11 men. So there's no fucking excuses on that behalf, yeah. But when it comes down to the refs, and I've seen Arsenal fans, against it. You got your Lee and you got Northside saying all this about the refs, and we always complain about the refs. I completely hear it. I'm not even complaining about that. Then you got the positive guys saying, well, they're always against us, which I also hear too, because then it was, do you know what it is? After that, I had to go and do this shit on ChatGPT, innit? The AI thing. I had to, because I was thinking to myself, it just can't be us, right? I'm not just overthinking this shit myself. So that's why I asked it 7-8 different questions, just so it wasn't seeming like it was just me trying to be biased on Arsenal.
Those were in the group chat, the screenshots.
Yeah,
right?
the ones that the screenshot. There were only a few screenshots that I took. I could have had the whole fucking thing, but I just thought I didn't want to bore people with it. I just put the ones up that are just basically bait in your face that it's there. So Arsenal have been affected the most by refs. It's just proven.
Yes.
But what in game, like I said, if you want to bring VAR into it, I've always said if you want to go VAR ways, Liverpool have been fucked more than anyone. And when I say all this shit, sorry, let me just say this, because I'm in that flow, innit? And when I say all this shit, that doesn't mean I'm not saying it's only Arsenal get affected by these decisions. I'm not saying none of that. I know every single team in the Premier League has been fucked over by refs and VAR.
The rest are shit.
Because they are shit. The point I'm trying to prove is that no other team has been fucked more than Arsenal when it comes to the ref, and that is it. Now that doesn't mean how we play in game. So I just wanted to clear that in the air. Do you know what I mean? So no one thinks, well, he's playing them in the rest, because I proved it. So like I said, if obviously big up everyone, big up Lee, Igal, Northside, or everyone that does their streaming. You're doing the thing, whatever. But I've proved it. And like I said, I'm not proving it for anyone's particular.
In terms of what though, decisions this season or in general?
Since Arteta's taken over. So I did it from Arteta since Arteta's taken over.
What?
So if you actually look at
it, Cam, weren't red cards also a problem in the Wenger era?
Yes, there was.
Yes.
Yeah, they had a terrible, during their better period, they had a terrible disciplinary.
You just hate Arsenal. That's what.
So this has been a problem for Arsenal for.
Do you know what it is? No, do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? I truly think when I say agenda, I don't mean it in the sense where everyone else thinks it's an agenda like that.
Face. One sec.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hey,
when I say agenda, do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Ever since Arsenal started bringing in the influx of foreign players, mainly French players, with the Henrys, the Petits, and all these Vieiras and all that. I feel like I could be completely wrong with this because it's been happening since then, but I feel like since then, because we started the big influx, I'm not saying it was just us, but we were the first fucking team in ever to start. Was it first? It
was an 11 without an English player in it.
Yeah.
I remember.
That's what I'm saying. So we were the first proper team to bring the influx of foreign players in. So I think they've had it out since for us.
Coming here stealing our jobs.
Yeah, it's basically one of them. But I'm not. It's one of them. It's one of them. Yeah, are you fucking coming in? You got Dave Fat on stage in the corner. Yeah. 28 stone. Oh, he's stealing our
women, taking our football, making it the best league in the world. How dare you?
Some of the women they can take. Yeah, all yours. And take Ryan as well. You know what I'm saying? Take Ryan as well. Take Ryan, please.
So just to wrap this up, just to wrap this up with the referee thing, like I hear it when people are saying the refs are against us, and then I hear it when the other fans and rivals are saying you're just playing the martyr. I hear both sides. Do you get what I'm saying? I completely understand both sides.
Because it's probably the truth is probably somewhere in the middle. That's the thing, because people take it to extremes. Because I think people give the refs too much credit. People say, the refs have an agenda. They're not even good enough to have an agenda. Because that one referee that will make a decision against you 1 week will give you a decision the following week. So it's like, I mean, I want to
same game.
I want to go to the game and not know who the ref is. But I want to come out of the game. There's been a few games that I've been to, and I've come out and I've been like, who is even the ref? That's how you know it's a good game, because they don't draw attention to themselves.
The commentator isn't saying the name of the ref.
It's all about them. They want you to know who they are.
By the way,
want you to know, I'm the ref. So if the game's just kind of flowing, they always have to do something to ruin it. They have to do something
also,
to draw attention to themselves.
I just forgot to add
On VAR, I think it's very interesting with the stats, because I think personally, from a fan's point of view, VAR's ruined football to the point where now we're trying to celebrate. You're kind of celebrating, looking at the screen. And the other day we celebrated a goal, and then the VAR screen came up after we'd finished celebrating. So it was a good 2-3 minutes later that it came up, and I'm like, it's not even. I think when it first came in, it was kind of instant that it was okay, VAR. Now it's you don't even know it's a VAR till after you celebrated. And it's just, I think it does ruin it. I think it's better in terms of it can see things a couple of times and they can repeat it. But I think
I just quickly want to add
on VAR is when people say VAR goes for a team, it's actually not always what you think, because VAR going for you is that the ref doesn't call a penalty, they check it, it's a clear pen, and they give it. That's down as a decision going in your favour. But really, it was a clear pen. The other way, it could go in your favour. The other day, if Saliba's red card got overturned, say he got a red card initially and it got overturned, that would go down as the decision going for Arsenal. When really, you could argue it wasn't a red card. Do you know what I mean? So it's when people say,
all I wanted to say as well, quickly.
I don't think City get too many decisions with VAR where it's the wrong decision. Do you know what I mean? It happens now and again, but I don't think I can't talk for every.
No, do you know what it is? Sorry,
Go on.
I was just quickly, because I forgot to say. Obviously, I remember even saying about the decisions that we get that no other club gets. Now, that's not me saying every single decision, by the way. Obviously, when I say on Twitter, it's different. I understand. I've seen teams get fucking bullshit decisions that's worse than Arsenal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen it. I'm not going to sit and pretend that hasn't happened. what I'm trying to say is with when the decisions we get penalized for, we end up getting penalized more than most. That's literally it. So I'm not saying that, you know, it's just like I said, I just wanted to say that.
I'm not saying you don't get bad decisions. I'm just saying sometimes when people post,
I mean, for these man to just
always,
blame the ref.
What other people are posting about VAR and stuff, I'm like, VAR's a bit, because having the decision go in your favour doesn't necessarily mean it was the wrong.
I know,
decision.
but do you know? If you remember correctly, do you remember that season when the first season when we were doing well, when we went 91% of the league? If you remember correctly,
93, 22,
93. Oh yeah, you know, you just add them 2-3% if you want. But if you remember correctly, there was times where I was saying Arsenal because I knew they were on our side from them times. And I was like, "Yo, we got away with this one today. We got away, yo. They was on our favor today." And I was actually putting Arsenal. I was tweeting Arsenal. So it's not like I haven't acknowledged that they haven't helped us in the back in the past. You know what I mean? Like
changes, yeah.
But since then, obviously, I've had like two accounts suspended since that. So
now, what?
Yeah, I do think I'm not saying that you're in the wrong or anything. I think everyone can see there's certain decisions that have been given that are a bit like that. It's questionable for sure. I do think the problem that I have with fans is fans will be up in arms about decisions one week, and then the next week when their club get away with it, it's like, oh well, it's not that because it didn't get given for my team. And it's like, this is the problem because referees are allowed to get away with it because one week everyone will moan about it. Then they'll make a right decision. And then people are still up in arms. So it's like, whether they get it right, get it wrong, rob a team, don't rob a team, everyone's just kind of like, oh, well, that's just refs, you know, and that's
just football. You go down to the ground and it's a foul for your own team, not a foul.
Yeah, so all I'm gonna say is to wrap this just to wrap this up with the Arsenal Liverpool thing, and then we can move on to Neil. Again, like I said, it was just the same old shit, bro. Same old fucking shit. Like we come out first half, look great. Second half, I think. Do you know what? Arteta needs to be banned from team talks. I don't know what the fuck this guy says at half time, bro. It's like he completely sucks the morale. Wait, Ayo pause on a big moment. Wait. But it's like he sucked
this guy with the sound effects.
I know, but it's like he sucks the morale out of the team at half time. It's like we go in, wait, and he says one thing. It's like someone going into. It's like, you know, if you go to a party, yeah, and you're bare happy, and then someone just says to you, "Oh, by
Ryan's
the way,
there."
Ryan's there. Yeah, facts. Yeah, Ryan's there. Yeah. Facts. Ryan's there. You're like, oh,
you know the morale. Your morale just goes, oh, fuck this.
Yeah.
And then we come out second half.
The ball. I had to smack it out of the park, bro. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's it. You see him and you're like, oh my god. You know what I'm saying? That actually happened at a party, Neil, when we came to yours and that. And we're talking the way your cousins both looked at him. Yeah, he was at separate times. He was having a conversation.
Wait, you stuff your cousins as well
at that point.
Yo, your cousin just looked at him funny. Yo, his cousin.
You know where I get it from, because my family is just like.
Yeah, your cousin just looked at him funny.
I don't even want to know what he said for your cousin to look at him like that.
No, you're just talking. You're just being him. You know what I'm saying? It is just being him.
I introduced him to my friend who's another Liverpool supporter, and he just walked off. What the fuck, bro?
But your cousin, was that their first time talking to him and they were already weirded out?
Yeah, it was the first time. I was like, that's the Ryan effect.
Oh, yeah. He's a Liverpool fan. He goes, cool. And he just walked off.
Yeah, it's the Ryan effect, yo. The way his cousin looked at him, yo, it just complete befuddlement. I just didn't know what was going on, yo. I was just like, that's the Ryan effect.
You're going to upset the Farteta sexuals on this one, Steve.
Oh, is your mum that Ryan?
Can somebody disprove me? I think Liverpool are
a terrible
you. We have one FA Cup in 5 years, bro. What's Onslaught got in his first season? Fuck all.
Bald head.
Yeah, you're right. He just has way better European runs, major league titles, KMVB backfires. He's a better. I mean, guys, am I wrong on this? I think Liverpool and Flawless will back me up on this. And Lewis, I'm pretty sure you've heard me.
And Arsenal.
I said that Liverpool would finish second.
You did say this. You said this from
better manager. We'll see at the end of the season, but I could agree right now as a season.
I say better manager because I've been watching a lot at Feyenoord and AZ. Like I think but you don't have that perspective, so I hear it why you're saying give it a year. But yeah, I think they have a better manager. Forwards,
they do, to be fair.
Goalkeepers,
yeah.
The midfielders is the only one where
they have the better defense, but it's not by much.
Definitely Liverpool.
I think Arsenal.
I don't know, like their midfield is like Odegaard and zero forward threat past that.
Yeah.
Hey, don't do that, man. They got clinical, but they need to strike
I just want to say.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot about
that. Can I just say one thing to these dumb? 1 minute. Let me just say one thing to these dumb Arsenal fans. No. What I'm saying is these Arsenal fans that were saying half our team's injured. Do you know why you feel like half our team's injured? Because we've got no fucking team, bruv. So 2 injuries feels like 5-6 injuries to normal teams. Because we got no backup. But you were the same fans in the summer. Oh yes, our bench is sorted. Yes, we got the backup. Yes, we need this and we got this. You fucking dickheads, bruv. This one's on you, bruv. I don't care anymore.
Do you know what?
Bless up, though. I know you got a bounce. It's been great to have you on the show. Big up, man.
Love every time, family. Every time, family.
Big up, bro.
Big up, man.
Wait, Yan, what were you? I was gonna say something after you, Yan.
I was just gonna say Arsenal. I saw an Arsenal stream in the summer, and they were saying like we haven't bought enough players. We need more players, and a lot of Arsenal fans were like, "No, we're fine." And I think if you want to compete for top 4, you're fine with one squad. But when you want to win a league, you need extra players to come in. Like, even City fans are pissed because we've been saying for years, we need a replacement for Rodri. We need a replacement for Rodri. And the club are kind of like, oh, it's fine. Rodri can play 60 games a season. To the point where Rodri actually came out last season was like, I need a break. And they still didn't sign anyone. And then he got injured. And it's like, he's basically been telling you, I'm going to get injured. I'm going to get injured. Guys, I'm going to get injured. And they just kind of ignored him until it's got to the point now where...
It's because no one takes it seriously. When you bring it up, all you get is a bunch of people saying, but you're millionaires. Why are you complaining? Shut up.
Chelsea did it with Kante. They ran him into the ground.
Facts. Conte and Sarri never dropped this guy. We play 3 games a week. He played a full 90 all the time. We even played him on a knee brace in Baku, and that's why he got fucked up. He never recovered.
But it's like you say, you don't need a player that's going to come in and play even like every other game, but just to give them a break every now and again, because Rodri only got a break when we literally were playing like a lower league in a Carabao Cup or something like that. And then even then, he'd probably have to be lugged off the bench because Calvin Phillips, the gap between them two was ridiculous. So it's not even like we have someone...
Well, that's to Pep as well. Pep's got that wrong.
Yeah, I know. So this is what people are getting mad at. And I know, like, I'm not here to complain about City's squad because our squad is brilliant. But I think there has been things even in our fan base where our fans have been like, we need backup for Haaland. If Haaland gets injured, who comes in? We don't have another striker.
You could just play Bernardo Silva or Foden false 9,
or you could get some kid from the academy, Rico Lewis, Oscar Bob.
Yeah, because you know what, playing Gundogan false 9 has never worked for you lot before.
I'm not saying that like we are fucked if Haaland gets injured, but I'm just saying from a club point of view,
it changes your dynamic.
Jan, you're right. But basically, what we're telling you is you got rich nigga problems. That's what we're telling you. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to hear that shit. You got rich nigga problems. We don't want to hear about it. Like, that's basically what it is. You're right. It's smart. Yeah, serious. Yeah, like we don't care.
With $5 bills, bro.
Yeah, facts.
They weren't even organic, bro.
Yeah, facts. Like, we don't try. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Or it wasn't caviar this week. What? You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to hear it. You know what I'm saying? We just know.
telling you guys how you win the league, man.
Yeah. We don't care about your rich problems. All right. Yeah, facts. Telling us, if Haaland gets injured, we'll just play Gundogan or Foden false 9. Woe is me.
Not anymore. Vardy up front, like Jake said in the comments. It's going to have to be Vardy rather than Gundogan. I don't know what happened to him since he's come back, but he used to be clinical. I don't know what happened to him. I hit a band off at the moment. Guys. Yeah. I mean,
top goal scorer. It's crazy.
At least we don't.
It's first world problems, bro.
At least we don't have Ryan.
That was you a couple of years ago, Lewis. To be fair, that was you a couple of years ago with the FA Cup going, it doesn't mean anything. And now you're like, give me a fucking trophy. I missed this shit.
Hey, that's still a bonus trophy for me.
Really?
But I'll take it. Yeah. Like for an FA Cup, if we win it, I'll be happy, but I ain't going to treat it like no Prem. Prem and Champions League.
I'm not saying treat it like a Prem, but you would, in terms of you've had so little over the last couple of years, now you're just like, give me something.
Yeah. But that's I ain't got the Conference League fucking thing. I was going to say we're going for 2 trophies, but yeah, point still stands. Tim Pot treble, we will be there, up the Chelsea. Shout out to Ben saying Amorim has to come in, be ruthless and stick to his style of play. Unlike Ten Hag saying he can't play his Ajax way, but don't expect too much too soon. From all I've read about Amorim, I don't expect him to divert from that. He seems like very stubborn and stuck to his ways, but in a good way too. I don't mean that in a negative way.
He believes in what he's doing.
Yeah, and it's not about expecting too much.
He's confident in his abilities. He's not a guy that, I'm just worried that this brother's going to be forced to play Rashford and Bruno and those guys.
Yeah, forced to. If he plays him, that's on him. If he plays him, that's on him. And in regards to don't expect too much too soon. We got to stop treating managers at Manchester United. And Ben, I don't know if you're a United fan, and this ain't directly aimed at you, but too many people talk about United, whether it's the manager or any of us, like it's infants. Yo, you a grown adult who are paid very well to do your job. Don't expect, nah. Do your job. I expect you to do your job to a good level. That's where I'm at with it. If Emery can do what he did with that Villa team, you can do that with this United team. I'm looking for significant improvement.
Show that the manager was the problem and not you guys. That's it. You've got another chance.
Same with
also, let's not pretend like you don't play you don't play Bruno Fernandes and then you can't get them back on side. You just go, look, drop you out the team. You've got to prove yourself to get back into that team. And this is how it goes. Lewis, we can still see your Twitter in the bottom right-hand corner, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Sorry. I'm
just letting you know.
Good job it wasn't wild. You know what I'm saying?
There was one time where I had to pull it up last second because something crazy popped up.
Yeah, man. Just some titties on the page or something like that.
Then
he'd be playing.
Gone.
Do you know what he'd be playing? He'd be playing the soundtrack, but it won't be from his soundboard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Thank God that was something innocent up the Chelsea. And I was also trying to find the video for this, but I couldn't find it. Faz said in the words of Tony.
I'd let you know in case your channel. Why my channel be taken down? Full screen of just ridiculous.
Talking balls or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the OnlyFans lot just pops up with one of them random fucking thirst trap pictures.
Yeah, facts. You just see some ass cheeks.
Just a man getting killed for no reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, Twitter's been on the map just recently. But yeah, shout out to Fata saying, in the words of Tony, HLM, Havertz lives matter. Where is the fairness? I was trying to find the video for it.
Where's the justice? Where's the justice?
Shout out to Tony, though.
Big up Tony, man.
Shout out to Tony, who said, I don't think we'll lose. I think we'll go invincible, and then lost to Bournemouth.
He did.
How about that? How about that?
Hey, shortest title charge I've ever seen, man. Tony gave it up. Troops gave up quick. Yeah, it's a wrap.
Wait. So do y'all going real quick back to my comment about Liverpool? Do y'all still think Arsenal?
Mike wants to move on.
No. I'm just slandering us. Don't worry about it. Carry on.
Oh, fair enough.
You guys still do? Does everyone think that Arsenal finished above Liverpool?
I still stand by it. Yeah. I still stand by
it. Based off their, if they can keep their team fit, majorly fit, and they have that same team going again, then yeah. But I did say at the start of the season, it wouldn't surprise me if Man City don't win it if Liverpool win it. I have said that because that Liverpool team have been there, done it before.
Yes.
And it's one of them things. I know they've fallen off a little bit and that sort of thing, but the likes of Salah, Trent, these sorts of players, and if Trent is off to Real Madrid, or if he is going to leave, he's going to want to leave on a high. So I'm not saying they will win it, but it wouldn't surprise me. I think.
Are you saying they're favourites over Arsenal
right now? It's Arsenal. Arsenal have to win it eventually, surely.
No, that's not how it works.
It has to be this season.
I mean,
They have to win
I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope not. But I
don't
think
think and I don't think you have
City
to
are gonna
worry
win it
about
every single year. So it's just who's there when we don't win it. Is it going to be Arsenal, or is it going to be Liverpool, or is it going to be someone else? We don't know.
You got the video. Shout out Warrior.
Big Warrior, Joe.
This was the super chat, basically.
He can't even pick a decent pass. He doesn't look at the ball. He doesn't. No pass, nothing. No assist. Useless. And then we criticize Kai Havertz. Where's the fairness? Where's the justice?
Where's the justice?
No, that's the part that goes to
like this guy's been persecuted. He's been lifted up by this fan base. Like they literally call him King Kai. What are you talking about?
It's another thing they stole from us too.
That dude speaks like a politician, an African politician, innit?
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, shout out to he does, man. He does. Where's the fairness?
Brilliant, man. Thank you, Warrior. I was trying to find that for the longest. Appreciate that.
That was
teacher that kills me in that clip is what? Where's the justice? That's the part that kills me.
That's what I find hilarious.
You know what you need? You need to put that behind "Where Is the Love" by Black Eyed Peas, but put that as the lyrics. That'll be hilarious.
Justice.
Where is the justice?
What? Just quickly as well, because I want to touch on Leicester City. 3-1 loss at home to Forest. All these man chanting for your old manager. I thought you weren't too bad in the first half. Kind of fell off in the second half. But how are you feeling with the weekend's result?
I've never seen anything like it where a manager gives up on his tactics and gives it control to the players beginning going into the game. That's what the craziest thing was for me, because he was playing players that he was playing our strongest 11, but the players he was playing were not players that he wanted to play. The players basically went, "We don't really trust your tactics. Can we have a go at managing the team?" And he goes, "All right then." If you look at the players that played, none of them. So Ricardo played first. It's his first Premier League minute, Premier League game, first Premier League minute. Winks was playing his position. Buonanotte was playing. He's been kind of a standout. We played well in the first half, but that's because we went back to the Enzo system. And even Harry Winks came out and he was like, we built on some good stuff last year, so we're building on that again. And it's basically like talking about your ex when you've got your current manager there with his current. No, I'm talking about, she was brilliant. We're really enjoying what we're doing, and we're building on from that. So within 9 games, I've never seen it, 8 games, the players just went, we don't like this. We're going to go and play our way. And in the second half, we ran out of steam because the manager doesn't know how to get the most out of this attacking team. Because
he doesn't know about much of anything.
He's a manager that sets you up to not lose rather than to win.
Yeah, it's pretty special. That's the best way. It's pretty special.
And the thing is, he's the problem in terms of... He's I don't know, man. But look, Nottingham Forest ain't too bad. At the end of the day, we've got the next one to look at. So we'll have to see what happens going forward, because Ipswich is next.
I know it's United. Oh, Ipswich, okay.
Ipswich, that's going to be again. We need to.
That's a good game, you know.
That's a special needs game, man.
Jeez, where's this come from?
That's crazy, man.
What?
I don't even know the context.
Hey, shout out to my people. Wagwan, man. Let's go.
All right. You say a lot of stuff, yeah. You see the patois. Leave well alone. Yeah. Leave that alone. That is the most whitest rendition of patois I've ever heard, yo. Leave that be. He said wagwan. See, you don't even know what he said, Jan. That's how bad it was. You don't even know what he said. Him and Jacob, like, I was like, what? Jacob said it to me the other day. I was like, what did you just say?
Wagwan, man.
Jacob speaking patois.
Where is the justice?
Where is the justice? Tony was right. Where is the justice?
Yeah, where is it?
But yeah, with us, I've never seen a manager basically just give up and go, "What do you guys want to do?" And then the players manage them. It was Connor Cody that was managing more than Steve Cooper. If you remember watching the game at half time, do you remember seeing it was Connor Cody that was shouting instructions of where to go, where to play, etc. So yeah, I mean, I'm not too disappointed. The reason why I'm not too disappointed with it is because that formation will keep us, and that playing against lower opposition will keep us in the league, and that's fine. So he's complete. He said so many things at the beginning of the season. I've watched every single match against you under Enzo Maresca, and we know, again, I've got an idea of how I want to play, and he's just threw it all out the window. But now he's going back to a system that, again, we have got some highlights. There is some good players and good formations in there. At the end of the day, we just need him to stay up. If he stays up, cool. But for me, it's what's going to be the next move. Are we going to be cool with, because our owners are in this position where, I'll be honest, they don't really care about football. They've got horse racing, they've got King Power management. That's all ahead of our football ground. That's why Steve Cooper got the job. That's because, again, we had the option to get better managers. For me, it's where do we go from here? So I'm happy with him. Look, we're in 15th place. We have the opportunity to create that gap against Ipswich even bigger. I've seen the change. I'm backing him a little bit, but I'm just a bit meh with everything. So yeah, it is what it is at the moment. So for me, it's what do we do from here? Because we got battered in the second half and we didn't create anything. And weirdly, even though the players looked in charge, in terms of the formation, the lineups, and he's actually playing the strongest squad in the second half, they just lost all hope basically coming into that game. So yeah, man, I don't know what's happening. But Mike's dying over there. I don't know what's going on with Mike.
Check the private chat. That's why.
You man are crazy, yo. You man are moving wild in the chat, yo.
But to be fair, I get it because he does look like Shrek.
Yeah, my God, yeah.
Like, and I know.
I didn't think you were too bad. Second, it was more like the third goal. Just like I could see all the heads drop from that point.
And that's the thing. What lost us the game? Ironically, the chances that Forest missed were better chances than they scored. The game.
Remember Hudson-Odoi hitting the post.
The 3 goals, yeah, exactly. The 3 goals that they scored were all better. Were all individual mistakes from us. So we keep playing like that, then we've got it. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's weird that the manager's been 8 games and has already bottled on his philosophy. He's just let the players run. It's basically like a substitute teacher going, "What do you guys want to do?" And the class goes,
I guess it's good to still be in tune with your players, but like even then, it's not really a good sign in terms of your plan for the season.
Exactly, and it's not a bad thing. But he might be a nice guy, but it doesn't mean that you respect you as a manager. And that's 2 different things. And to get to the top level, you've got to kind of be, and we've had that with Enzo, where he was like, this is the way we play. We're set in, we do this, we do that, and this is how we're going to play. And footballers are kind of stupid. They've got to be told what to do all the time. Like, they're not going to ask and go, oh, we've got to give your opinion on this. Go and do what you got to do. So, yeah, man.
Freedom ball don't work. We've seen it. Don't work.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, with this one, I'm happy with it. It'll be an interesting game against Man United. Not expecting anything against it, to be honest with you. And to be fair, if we're out of the EFL Cup, I just want to stay in the league. So if we lose that,
Neil, do you think you make changes for that game? Or think you play your stronger side?
No idea.
Not sure. Okay.
Genuinely no idea. Because what we've done is we've played 2-3 different formations. And the Ipswich game is a priority for me. Because if you bring up the table and where we're at,
I think that'd be a good game still, to be honest. Eula versus Ipswich. They play a good brand of football.
They do, but the gamble hasn't paid off.
No.
I watched Ipswich last season and they've been brilliant.
They're fun to watch, yeah.
They are.
They're like Luton Town last season.
Yeah, shout out Luton Town. You know, we got that dub against fucking Watford. They get battered everywhere they go, so fuck them. Fuck the ops.
Well, you support Luton as well.
Man's got a championship team now as well, bro. I swear on my life.
But the thing is, with with this one for Ipswich, they basically they've come up so far in such a small period of time that they are going to go back down. But the team they're built is going to be phenomenal for the Championship, but it's just not good enough for the Prem. And that's okay. And the manager is again a good manager, but he's come up so far in a period of time. He's not ready for that next jump, and the Premier League's a bit too much for him because they're trying it, but it's not working. They've tried to assemble the best of the Championship. I know Steve watches the Championship, but the team they've got are a brilliant Championship side.
Yeah,
Hutchinson, Delap, Smodic, brilliant.
Ogbene.
Yeah.
Ogbene who got injured, unfortunately.
Leaf Davis, again, great, but not Premier League
the
level.
The center back that they got.
Jacob Greaves.
Yeah.
They literally got all the players that played well in the Championship last season and pretty much signed them.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, even their game, when they conceded the last goal against Brentford, they nearly scored straight after with Liam Delap. He struck it against the post. Like, it's just that's going to be end to end as well. Like, do you know what the problem with these teams that like they need to make that upgrade to the Premier League when this is their first season? The problem is they need to focus on signing centre backs, like proper centre backs that like actually know how to defend in the Premier League. Like Southampton did the exact same thing where they had centre backs that played in the Premier League, got promoted, and didn't change the same centre backs that they already had that got them relegated in the first place. Like a lot of these teams do it. Like Luton, they played attacking at times, but they conceded so many goals because they didn't upgrade on any of their centre backs. They still had Gabriel Oshie, and all these players. Tom, like
I think Mike's they can't attract them. They can't attract them, and that's okay because look, if Luton go down, I know they've been shit this season so far in the Championship. Then they'll just come. Then they'll hopefully bounce back. The jump between they've come from League One 2 years ago to the Premier League, and they've got the cheapest squad in the league, the least experience, and that's fine. But again, in this, they're ahead of Wolverhampton, they're ahead of Southampton. That's great, but they're just not enough to this. So that's why I'm going into this game going, look, we should be getting 3 points, and if we do that, then our gap, obviously, we got to 12, and we create that gap to 8 points. So for me, I'm happy. So that's all. The end of the day, I'm happy with. In terms of Steve Cooper's future, I don't know, no idea.
But I don't think he knows either.
He doesn't look like he knows anything that's going on.
I don't think he does.
Yeah,
but
oh brother,
poor guy.
I didn't even realize your 4 teams are all in a group.
We're fucking terrible. Yeah, Yan, that is a 16 out of 10 observation. Salute to you.
I'm just grateful my team's not there anymore.
See, Slopotegi's there, bro. But I've got to back the manager, bro.
Hey, back him, man. He did what needed to be done for Manchester United. Shout out Lopetegi. Big up West Ham, East London, Irons. Yan, don't laugh.
Irons. Mike just need to say, it's not too late to get Lopetegi to Flawless. That's what you're going to say. You did us a favour, now take our manager.
No. We got Amorim, man. No, we good.
Hijack the deal.
You got rid of our manager. We good, man. Here we gonna rise up the table. Let's go, man. Beat Leicester, beat Chelsea, and move. You know what I'm saying?
Lopetegui's getting closer and closer to Ten Hag. Yeah, he's getting closer and closer to that Ten Hag trim. Lopetegu, like you see his hairline, it's going back. It's dropping deep every week.
That's crazy.
Like
it drops deeper. It drops deeper than his fucking defense, man. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, honestly. Bro, the fact that we're there just tells you what you need to know. But trust the process and all that.
Right, shout out to Ben as well, saying Arsenal fans deluded. I'll never respect a nearly team. Challenging don't mean nothing. I'll never be happy as a Chelsea fan unless we're winning trophies. Exactly, bruv. That's why you're Chelsea. You have standards. Big up to you, my guy. Big up. Appreciate the donation, brother. Bless up to you.
That's Cam's take as well, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Cam's one of the good uns. He's one of the good uns.
Yeah.
It's a shame he's an Arsenal fan, but no one's perfect, innit? No one's perfect. But yeah, you man, it's been a brilliant episode of Shameless FC as always. It's great to bring the gang back around as always. Shout out to every single one of you that's locked in. Don't go anywhere because Flawless is about to go live for another Man Them Talk episode. So everybody head over there right now, guys. We ain't gonna spend too long on the outro because I want to keep everybody in here for the redirect. So everybody head over. Hit the likes, subscribe. I'm going to be over there listening in the chat as well.